organized play going to be happening for Deserts of Karak. It's such an awesome RTS. It's such a beautiful game. So anyone out there who's interested, anyone out there who likes what you're seeing, if you're interested in joining in, there is no standard to meet. Literally, you get people as good and as bad as me. In fact, probably people who are worse, and definitely people who are a lot better. So if this is your kettle of fish, if this is your bag of tea, then get on in there because it's awesome. It's just fun. And
Hold on a second. Magpie in Jaraci Cup 6 confirmed. Is that confirmed? Boys, I think we know it. I think we know it.
I mean, I tell you what, if it's still lockdown times and I got like all this time on my hands, then hell yeah, I'll play. Sure.
Yes. Oh man, that would be sick.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be fun to watch you get stomped in the lower bracket, you know.
Ah, you don't know about that. No, yeah, you're right. I haven't played for so long, but the last time I entered, way back in the Artifact Cup, I think I got to like the quarters, maybe the semi. I can't remember.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad.
I remember I got knocked out by Tren, and he was really good at the time, and that was kind of cool. And even then, I took a game off him. It was like a decent 2-1.
You took a game off Tren, really? That's
yeah,
good,
dude.
man.
I mean, there was a good series. We had a real good scrap, actually. It was not one-sided. It was cool.
Yeah, because he was pretty pog back in the day.
Dude, yeah, he was cool.
Anyhow, 29:55, right? You're ready to go?
I am.
Alrighty, then I'll give you a countdown, and I guess you can do the player introductions here. 3, 2,
Yeah, sure.
1, go.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, here, spawning in the south, playing as the, what do we got here? Kind of, it's like a purple blue. No, that's just a kind of light blue, isn't it? A sky blue. A sky blue coalition force. It's going to be Descara, who is just an absolute monster at this game. And spawning in the north here, playing as the Knef forces once again. It's going to be NoFun, our runner-up from the finals we have just cast.
Indeed. Playing this show match of 5 games, not necessarily a best of 5. They'll play them all regardless of the outcome. But I'm really excited for this one because obviously when it's a show match, you know, it's time to just style on people. And NoFun playing Knef instead of Soban. Actually, to be honest, I'm a little sad about that because I want to see his, like, redonkulous targeting jammer plays, but he is going to be going ref mode first here, so I think giving a little bit more respect to Descara than he had to A-game in those finals casts. And,
I'm just keen to see what Descara's going to bring. It's been so long since I've seen him play. He's always the pinnacle of Coalition in my eyes.
For sure. For sure. Very, very solid play, right? I mean, it feels like Descara is like the king of defense, and he knows it. And he just uses that to just go for very calculated economy plays. And he almost always gets ahead with him. He's very, very intelligent about, you know, not falling behind in the economy in the early games. So, and that seems to be what we're seeing here as well. Ref mode first coming up from him. Or, sorry, Support Cruiser first. He's in fact Coalition. LEV Fab just now finishing, and he'll be opening up that second base momentarily.
I'm getting a lot of beeping sound all of a sudden. What is up with that?
Yeah, that's Descara clicking rapidly with his probe.
That's what I thought. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, you know,
it sounds like someone microing something furiously.
Yeah. You know Serum at all? He makes these like cinematics for DOK. He like takes replays and like, I mean, he like turns them into a movie. It's so cool.
Cool.
But he hates getting replays from Descara because the probe is just beeping at him constantly.
Oh, does Descara play StarCraft or something? Because StarCraft players love to spam APM.
Oh yeah, he does. Actually, he sent me.
Cool.
This is a funny story. He sent me like a link to like a Reddit post or something, where this guy on like the oh dude, NoFun's in the chat. Anyway, this guy on the StarCraft 2 Reddit was like, he was like, what do we do about these Zerg players who just like wall up and we can't, you know, break the base at all? And he's like linking a replay between him and Descara. You look at like the worker kills, Descara's like 30 worker kills to like 2. And I was like, yep, that sounds like Descara, all right.
Is Descara a Zerg player then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Apparently.
I can see it. I can see it.
And yes, NoFun, we did finish the finals casting. You'll catch that on the VOD, or I'll upload this to YouTube in a couple of days. I shouldn't have drunk that beer before facing A-game. Oh no. I thought Descara was the village drunk.
This is like an interesting thing as these sort of assault ships. These sand skimmers and LAVs skirmish with one another here. It's really interesting. If you drink like 1 beer before a stressful event, a stressful performance-related event like an exam, or in this case playing A game, like all the studies show one beer literally does increase your performance because it takes the edge off the stress. Any more than
Yeah.
that, and your performance starts decreasing. But the performance for one beer before an exam or something like that is almost always a unanimous increase. Crazy.
That is interesting. I guess it's like a
Really
bit of a.
interesting, yeah.
Oh, what? You're the virologist. You can tell me. It's not sedative, but it's like. Oh gosh, what do you call it?
It's a depressant. It's the
Depressant.
technical
There we go.
chemical
Yeah.
term because yeah, it like slows you down. It like shuts things down rather than like firing you up kind of thing. But yeah, it just kind of takes the edge off the stress, so you can just focus on the task at hand. It's like someone I know only passed her driving test because she took beta blockers, so it literally was impossible for her to become stressed.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. You know, these things can do. Anyway, the Harass here, these sand skimmers from NoFun, able to get in. They tickle the salvages a little bit, but we got AAVs here to
Stop,
cover.
it
Smoke
tickles.
comes down. Descara's not flapped. He's cool.
Indeed. A lot of AVs out, by the way, for Descara, but I think that NoFun's going to be fine. He's got assault rails here. And actually, I've got to say, this is very solid from him, because this is what we didn't see in the finals cast, right? He's matched tech, he's matched eco, and he's just totally safe here, so it's exactly what I want to see.
Yeah, the approach is totally different. It's like a totally different mindset.
For sure.
And like sometimes I feel like when you know your opponent is way better than you, like the ultimate cheese is to play like you're way better than them because it's kind of the last thing they're going to expect. Like
Yeah.
so, and I feel like in this game, NoFun is much more confident. He's just like, you know what, I can just play the game in a style that I'm comfortable and strong with, and just yeah, look at him. He finds an AAV out here. He's like finding some early harass, and I know this is a show match series. These guys aren't necessarily playing like with
Like
live ammo
super
or whatever,
try hard or
but-
whatever, yeah.
yeah. But this is still, it's really nice to see NoFun actually get to do some stuff on the map. Like,
Sure.
it's really cool.
But like note as well just how close the economies of these two players are. NoFun opening his rec right now, and Descara is doing the exact same thing for that third base. And this is like perfectly timed to match each other. NoFun confirming in the chat this is a beerless NoFun, so I seem to like him better. You know, Descara is kind of the village drunk of DOK. But
that is, I mean, his play does not indicate that, but I'll take your word for it. Is that true?
Yeah, I shouldn't like dox him or anything, but I do know like who he is, like his real name and stuff, right? You can find him on Facebook and stuff, and his profile picture is like his caption and literally is just beer. So
Nice.
you know, oh, Assault Rail's getting a little bit too close here.
I mean,
Uh-oh,
they're
they're getting
fine,
wreck
they're
blocked
fine.
as well.
He's doing well.
Oof. Yeah, no, he's actually going to trade just fine here, though. In fact, he didn't even lose a single Assault Rail. That's quite clutch, actually. I think a little known fact that people should be a bit more aware of when they play Galzian, there's a thing called wreck blocking. So if your railguns are moving when they go near a wreck, they can't shoot at all because they get like rotated. So it's really important to like not do that when you're kiting things near like a wreck bulkhead. You need to stay away from it so that you don't get wreck blocked by it. Happens with carriers as well, so a little bit of that going on, but it's not going to punish NoFun too much. And you noticed once he held ground, he was able to shoot again. Oh, this could be a little error.
Yeah. Turns out Descara had something. He was doing things.
I mean, of course Descara has air. I should have expected this. Although I gotta say, the positioning of these sand skimmers is so crucial here because he makes Descara waste a bit of missiles on those sand skimmers, or else he's gonna start losing some. Eco here. So this is really good for NoFun.
The focus fire on these strike fighters is not the best. He's spreading damage across a large number of units. Oh, come on, let's get the kill on that railgun, please. Okay, he gets 2 railguns so far. I feel like he had enough damage to... Okay, he's gonna get the last ones as well. Oh no, he doesn't! What is this target fire?
I don't know, he should really focus that one, right? Well, maybe this is calculated. He had enough missiles to clean them all up anyway. I think actually, I praised NoFun's skimmer positioning because it caused him to waste missiles, but then he pulled back. I think the skimmers wanted to keep engaging there because that forces Descara to use the strike fighters against them.
Okay, yeah, the skimmers are posturing like they want to come in for a backstab, but yeah, there's no danger here. Descara
AVs are out now,
NoFun knows
yeah.
it.
By the way, NoFun confirming that Descara was eating chocolate during this game.
Okay.
No beer,
Chocolate,
unfortunately, but
interestingly, is a stimulant which does also increase performance.
that's true. Chocolate has got caffeine in it, you know? That's like the weirdest thing.
Yeah. In fact, they've I was reading some studies that said even just the smell of chocolate can act as
Really?
an increased performance. It boosts the immune system if you just smell chocolate. Like, it's crazy.
Dude.
Yep.
Who knew it could be so good for you, right?
Yeah,
By
yeah,
the way,
yeah.
one strike fighter getting sniped there by the missile ships, but these things have already hit for such good what do you call it, value.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, another one gonna go down though.
Yep, missile ship's the appropriate counter, and they are doing their work.
Look at
Flying
him
their
just going
flag here.
flying out into the desert. It's so fun to watch.
Hmm.
Worth noting, by the
Okay,
way,
look at this. We got a real game here.
yeah, we do. This is actually pretty hype, although he needs railguns, because he still doesn't really have an answer to these AAVs. Blast drone's coming out, actually. It's
Yeah.
an interesting choice. Oh, and you know what else he needs a
Oh, he
counter
has.
to is these BCs, which are on the way from Descar's carry. I totally missed this. But I was going to mention earlier, it's important to note that in patch, strike fighters will die to 2 missiles instead of 3, so it's a lot easier for NoFun to get those snipes there. Bit less
Yeah,
punishing
I
to
just
deal
saw
with
that.
coalition
It's
there.
massive.
Strike fighters
4
launching
missile
again
ships
here.
is too many? That is a lot.
Oh boy.
Oh, Descara has rebuilt the strike fighters, so actually it's fine. I take it back. But if Descara didn't rebuild, I feel like that's an overinvestment.
But look at that, he's just gonna smite down those strike fighters. Actually,
This
one
forward
thing that
position is pretty rough now.
yeah. Uh-oh, he's losing
Alright.
the base runners though. Look at this. Double
That's
smoke.
okay, though.
Double
You
smoke
don't
is
even
popped
really
as well,
care
which is
about
a bit suboptimal. He's got assault rails though, so we can kind of come clean this up.
Hmm.
But yeah, well, one thing that I think is going to be relevant here is that there's no air anymore. So these missile ships look a little funny, but in fact they're actually going to be really good against battle cruisers, because obviously, pretty much stationary target, they can dump all that damage with the direct fire barrage here, and they're going to clean up that last strike fighter as well, which is nice. Blast drone's kind of biting off a little more than they could chew there, but they managed to get out with their lives, which is interesting. And, oh shoot. Call unavailable. What is this? We've lost Magpie here. I'm gonna pause real quick. Huh. It's a bit odd. For some reason our call has dropped here, so I'm gonna have to do some finagling to try and get back into here. I was wondering why he wasn't saying anything else. My internet is still good, yeah? Yeah, my internet is still good. Oh yeah, look, they have a voice chat on Steam. Oh wow. Test. Can you hear me?
Yo, Bozo, what's up?
Hey, it worked. That's weird. I don't know why
Sweet.
Discord dropped us like that, but
I don't know, man. Their servers, they are under some serious demand right now, so...
that is
who knows?
true. That
We'll
is
just
true.
use this.
I'm
So
at
I'm on 1903.
okay, I'm in 1917, so I'll tell you when I get there.
Okay, cool.
Still a lot of action going on here. This is turning out to be like a really good game here. More BCs popping from this coalition carry though. I'm now at 1902. So you can unpause in 3, 2, 1, go.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah, super interesting match.
yeah. NoFun kind of finding a window onto this main base here with these sand skimmers.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at the map, man. NoFun is everywhere. He's grabbing all the artifacts. He has sweet tech. The battle cruiser is the problem, but he can counter that. He has time to counter that as well. So, oh wow, he's finding real value all over the place.
Yeah,
Shredding
cruiser
through
goes
different
down on the main.
locations. Yeah.
You know, I think he doesn't really want to fight this. Oh no, don't blob up like this. The BC's gonna hit so hard. Oh! Whoa. Oh my gosh.
That is a yikes.
Oh, that is like goals for any BC, man. And it survives with the smoke as well.
Yeah, but for how long?
True, true.
There is
Oh
another
my
BC
gosh.
out right here. Oh god, please pick up the kill on this though, right?
Yeah,
Gonna
he
get
does.
the
He
BC,
does
yeah,
get
we
the
are.
kill on that one.
What's the keyboard cut for Oh, it's okay, I found it. Sorry.
For hit like health bars, it's alt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've been like alt tabbing it disappeared, but I remember.
Oh
now.
yeah, I
Cool.
see, I see. That happens to me all the time. Yeah, so this BC on the base
Right, so
is
we've
going to be
got
a
a
little hard to
BC
deal
on the
with.
rampage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Descara beginning to fight back. The battle cruisers substantially getting him back in this game. The carrier is going to have to come out here. He's putting power into cruise missiles, which are decent against battle cruisers. It's not like they're very fast.
Indeed.
And now look, Descara is stabilizing. Support cruisers are back in position.
Yeah, it looks kind of like just a full reset here, you know what I mean?
Full reset where NoFun actually has 2 artifacts though, so that's really nice.
That's true. That's true. That's obviously going to be a nice advantage. And it'll help him with the defense too, because I think Descara naturally wants to counterattack here. And you can see Assault Rail is not exactly designed to deal with battle cruisers, but they can do it.
Yeah. Here comes another though. It gets increasingly taxing though.
Missile ships are ready to barrage. It's good damage. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh wow, Descara was... Ugh. That's nasty.
Takes it down to 650 HP already. That is crazy.
Yeah, but there's 2 BCs here. Was
He's
that all
doing
4 of the missile ships?
Yeah, 3 actually, but yeah. He's doing a really good job smoking though, as Descara. We wouldn't expect anything less from him. You know, that's what he's known for, is these very good plays here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he pulled
Cue
that
the
one
Jaws
out.
theme. You see that on Descara's third? Blast drones again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they didn't land though.
They're in. Oh no, they're not. Oh, I thought for sure.
Darn. Yeah, one of them got sniped by the carrier missile there.
It did.
R.I.P. Another BC pops for NoFun. Or for Descara, sorry.
Yeah,
how many
Sam's
BCs has
damage
he
is
made?
done?
I think he's made 5 already.
5?
Yeah.
No wait.
Two of them
He's
died,
only
right?
lost... No, yeah, he did lose 2. Yeah, he did lose 2.
They've definitely gotten good value for him though, because obviously that backstab from NoFun did like a lot of damage. Took him down to like 1 base momentarily, but then his 1 battlecruiser did just the same on the other side. And now we got another backstab of Skims here, but this is actually not really where the battlecruiser wants to be. He's never going to die to Skims, but he can't kill them fast enough, and the support cruiser is going to go down here.
Yeah, he's got +1 attack, so that support cruiser just goes down.
Insta-melted. And he's going to get a bunch of salvagers here too. I think he's only lost 1 Skims so far. Bit of a backstab of AVs cleaned up as well by the assault rails. And Descara wanting to backstab here, it looks like with the carrier actually. Okay, that's not a backstab, that's a sledgehammer. Power 2 is finished for him, he could take up to 3 now if he wants to. Melted just like chocolate. Perfect. Yes, I agree.
So we need actual heavy railguns. Oh, okay, we've got several now. 6. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's always hard to tell, right? A lot of people have been asking for like a separate icon for heavy rails and assault rails.
It would be useful, yeah.
Let's see. A-Game's saying a bit of an odd carrier move out, no defense at base and no map control. Yeah.
I mean, if you keep sending the carrier out, this kind of becomes kind of a base trade in a way, but like I feel like NoFun just kills all your stuff way faster, right? Because he's got all his stuff in the middle of the map. And he's grabbing all the artifacts again, which is really nice. He's going to see this carrier in a second, right? Now we want to see NoFun's pulse rate. Dun 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 dun. All right, here comes the carrier. And now
actually, it's
surely
worth noting,
he can just pull away.
Yeah, like he should win the base trade because he powers up the mobility support.
Yeah.
And his PCs are going to be real speedy. They should be able to get out of there. And so as long as he doesn't die to the BCs now, I think he's actually in a really good position here. But he needs to be pulling out the bases. Main base is still just kind of chilling there for NoFun. He's also kind of coming in piecemeal here against the BCs of Descara, which he really doesn't want to do. But the carrier missiles here.
In a great position.
Oh, down goes a BC.
Nice kill.
Still, no response from NoFun. He's still just kind of sitting here. That PC is getting awfully lit up.
That's kind of almost okay, though. If you are trading these resources for time your opponent's carrier is just in a terrible place, essentially not doing too much, you might well be okay with that. I mean, yeah, you probably do want to kite with them, but it's not the worst thing either.
Yeah. I think he can push over this hill, though, but it's always a little risky. He probably wants to MS Barrage first, but... Wait, this is 3 BCs,
I mean,
oh my
the
gosh.
positioning on these battle cruisers is good, yeah. And
Oh.
yeah, like, this is... You don't have to try and attack here. You can just go north and take out the other base. It's much easier to attack that one.
Definitely MS Barrage is a must-have right now, though. Uh-oh, it's definitely delayed. Oh no, the rails are melting. This could actually be a dead carrier, though we do have a 4th artifact extracted from NoFun, so he's so close, but...
Is the 5th one on the way?
No.
No.
Still no MS Barrage. Oh.
Yeah, this carrier is in danger now. Where are the PCs? Oh no. There's just battle cruisers. I like battle cruisers tearing through the backfield a lot better than I like committing the carrier there. And descara's going to bring his carrier back. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Looks like amazingly NoFun's going to survive. I actually thought he was going to die there. But somehow proving a bit more resilient against these BCs than I expected, although his carrier is still low. I almost wonder if descara had just like not prioritized units at all and just attacked...
He gets it.
Yeah. I almost
Right,
wonder
let's
if he had
cruise
just
missiles
attacked the carrier only, like if he would have just killed it by now, but... It's risky, obviously, because, you know, you take a lot more damage.
Yeah, it's difficult to know. There might be a timeline where that happened.
Ooh. Carrier's still taking some damage here. Obviously, if descara can get on top of him...
now...
Well...
Yeah, the coalition carrier gets involved.
Thing is, though, descara does not have as much power as NoFun does. Maybe this is okay for NoFun.
Yeah, that is true. We can get these railguns in, but here comes a battle cruiser. He's focusing railguns and not the carrier, so this has been a conscious decision all along for descara. Wow, this BC is just going to go down.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at this. It looks like to me that NoFun will win this fight here. And obviously, with the mobility support, he outspeeds as well. So he shouldn't lose the
now
chase.
there's heavy railguns picking away.
Oh my gosh. NoFun's going to take a game off of descara. That is sick, man. Because this is almost certainly going to be the end. I don't know. I shouldn't speak too soon. Caster's curse and all, but...
Yeah, I just don't see any way out unless he suddenly like launches like 6 like gunships or something. I don't know.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm racking my brains here. It's not looking good. For descara. So nicely done. Yeah, NoFun. This is a much more confident, much more I don't know, technical, capable style here from NoFun.
Yeah.
I prefer it. It looks a much better look for him.
Of course, I do kind of wish we could have seen this in the finals of JC6, but like, man, this is working. You know, this is great. This is exactly what I'm excited always as well to see from NoFun. And he could also pick up an artifact here. I don't know why he doesn't have this one in his clutches.
Oh, I think he thought he grabbed it, but his base runner did not grab it. Okay, yeah, okay, there we go. Now the battle cruiser comes out. I was waiting for that. Okay, so now we've got the battle cruiser in the pocket behind the dune, which is annoying to come over that sand dune. So actually the carrier here for descara can slip away.
Caster's curse, though. I said he was going to die, and he's not dead yet.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
he does have an artifact in his
over the
hands,
sand
though.
dune again.
Yeah, and that's exactly where descara wants him, of course. But what's he gonna do to stop this artifact? That's the real question. He doesn't have any strike fighters left.
I think he's probably gonna leave the game. I can't see a way for him to stop that one in time.
I always like when I was playing chess with people, like new people are always asking like, "What's a good move for me? Like, do you want me to like tell you how to beat me? Like, what are you talking about?" So I'd say like, "Here, I'll show you your best move," and I would just like tip their their king over.
Dude, can we get a Deserts of Karak chess set already? That would be sick. You can have your little LAVs as your pawns and your railguns as your bishops, and oh man, carrier as your
the
king.
carrier just like this gigantic piece, like barely fits on the board at all.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh, jeez.
That'd be really cool.
Nice. I'm gonna load in game 2.
Sweet. Yeah, cool. I'm getting on it.
But yeah,
Okay, so
NoFun taking game 1 from descara here, in this 5 games show match. That's a good start. And that's exactly what we want to see from him. The second game is also going to be on the Boneyard, so make sure it's the one that says 10:09. Well, it says 10:09 p.m. for me. It might be different for you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll load into 2955.
Magpie fixed the echo. Huh.
Oh, is there echo on your side? That might be because we switched
Yeah, there is.
to Steam voice chat.
Oh, thanks, A-Game. How am I getting echo?
It's got to be me, right? If you're getting echo.
Yeah, I guess so.
I know my
Yeah, I
microphone
can
has
definitely hear it.
yeah, my microphone has bled through before. So like things that I'm hearing get
That's
like
so
reflected
weird.
to
But
you.
I can hear me. So does that mean that?
Yeah, let me see if I can change my settings to kind of reduce this. I don't really know
Okay.
Steam voice chat very well though.
Okay, bear with us, guys. Thanks for bringing the echo to our attention.
Microphone is on. We won't transmit noise below this threshold. Set that to high, I guess. Okay, let's try it now.
Test.
Oh, sorry.
Test. Hello. Yeah, no, I can still hear the echo. What the hell?
Darn. Yeah, I think it's my side. That's kind of too bad. Discord is gonna allow us to voice chat again. Maybe we should try that again. That might be better.
Yeah, okay, because we had no problems on Discord. All right, bear with us, guys. We're just gonna switch back to using Discord. Sorry about this.
Oh man, it's calling available again. Wait. Oh, it's back up. Ah, there we go. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see. Do you have echo?
Test. Echo. Test. Nope, no echo. We're good.
Okay, good. Discord is superior once again.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Steam is... Yikes. Okay, so I've let it run to 2946 because I'm awesome. I'll let it run to 45.
Sure, I'll get to the 45 then and tell you when I'm there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna be there in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty.
So game 2 also gonna be the Boneyard. I think because this is a very common map for like testing. Same spawns as before as well, but it looks like NoFun is gonna be mixing it up a little bit here as he has Sandscammer Fab on the way already, and a blast drum being made by the base runner as well. So interesting to see what his plans here are.
Get it on.
Houston plays in national tourneys for chess. Oh, that's
Who
cool.
does?
One of the guys on the stream chat, Houston.
Oh, wow. Dude, that's amazing. Chess is such a great game.
We're gonna have to talk, man, because I love chess.
Really?
I'm not terribly good at it. I'm like 1500 ranked on chess.com, but
It's difficult.
oh yeah.
I used to play it when I was a kid, not so much when I'm a grown-up. Nobody wants to play. Like, grown-ups just don't want to play chess.
Yeah. Isn't that like so sad, man?
I don't know, yeah. There's a thing that happens when you're growing up where you suddenly realize that you're maybe not going to be the best player ever at a thing, and then you just don't want to do it. It happens with everything. Like, if you give a kid some pencils or whatever, and just be like, hey, draw some stuff, they'll draw some stuff, but then suddenly there comes an age where they're just like, I'm no good at drawing, and it's just like, yeah, but why does that matter? Like,
Totally.
Anyway.
Descara actually saw the base runner there this pro. Did you notice that? He got sniped, of course,
he
but
did, yeah.
what he wanted to know, he saw a PC, so it looks like a 1 PC build. He just wants to know, okay, are there blast drones in tow as well? Because if so, I need to be taking this a bit more serious. Whoa. What was that carrier move out? No, he's going to back up, though. So he's going to take this a bit more seriously. Then carrier production upgrade is on the way. It's going to be LAV spam, it looks like.
Yep. Oh, lost train.
Question is, what is the tech from NoFun? And so far, he doesn't have any tech coming at all.
Yeah.
Sandscammer gets sniped there. That's quite nice. And back to your point, though, because that's an interesting one. I feel like people are too focused on being the best at something. Because the reality is, I think in life, you're almost never going to be the best at something, right? Like, only a few people can be, like, the best. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, speaking as the player who is the best at Halo Reach, I can totally, yeah, I mean, it's just me.
Of course.
There's nobody else who is the best.
Nobody else can take that honor, yeah.
Right,
and, you know,
really
as the
hard,
best DOK player, I feel that as well.
Really? Okay, yeah, I forgot you beat A-Game, dethroned him.
Yeah, you know, not in this tournament, but I was going easy on him. But I think, like, there's definitely something to be said just for the sense of progression in general. You don't have to be the best. Just that you know that you're getting better at something, that is already a rewarding feeling on its own.
the thing is, yeah, like there are so many people in the world all doing so much stuff. Somebody is always going to have been doing the thing longer than you, and that is really all
Sure.
that matters. So they're going to be a lot better, and that's fine. The thing to try and beat yourself is like, do you remember racing games? You know, you could do a hot lap on a track, and then there's like a ghost version of yourself. Do you
Yeah.
remember that from like racing games? I wish that I could get a ghost version of me for everything in real life, because if you think of the enemy or the person you're trying to beat as the ghost version of you, then you're going to have a great time in life. Let me tell you, you'll just get better at everything and be happier.
Totally.
So just try to be better than yesterday's you. Just try and improve whatever it is that you want to get better at. Just be better today at it than you were tomorrow. Learn a new thing, practice what you did the day before. That's where true satisfaction lies. Don't try to emulate whatever it is someone else is doing or be the best, whatever that means. Like,
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. That's just how I think of it, I guess.
Man, do you remember Lego Racers 2?
I do not remember Lego Racers 2. I'm sorry.
That's a freaking classic, man. I don't know. I played that all the time when I was a kid.
By me.
And yeah, they had this ghost lap thing, and I would like, you know, kids are weird. I would like try and make like a really slow lap so that then I could like, you know, beat it every time.
That
yeah.
loser. Look at this ghost man. He sucks.
That's not exactly what we're talking about, but it was fun when I was a kid.
Yeah, don't do this, kids. Don't do this, kids at home, about, you know, the real life stuff I was talking about. Like, it's, you know, don't just be like, ha, look at this ghost. He spent all day yesterday drunk on the floor. I'm doing way better than yesterday, me.
Oh
Like,
yikes!
let's not do it that way. But,
NoFun, by the way, backing off to refinery mode. That's interesting to see. He still has a lot of pressure here though, because these assault rails are going to be difficult to trade out with the LAVs. As well as that blast drone, you never know, right? Something insane could always happen with the BD.
I feel like this game would be much more Descara's problem if he'd have mixed in a couple of heavy rails.
I always think that way, but I'm a little biased for these 1PC rail rushes because I love them, but... You know, you get a heavy rail in the mix and all of a sudden it's such a threat.
Are these assault railguns up for grabs? No, Descara has to turn back. There's too much here. Oh, he gets one though, actually. That's pretty nice. Wow.
He does, yeah, but you notice these assault rails have such a nice ability to trade out. Because you look at the units lost tab here, Descara is still ahead, but not by too much. I think a lot of this has to do with just a couple skims.
No fun. Clean
That's
up
true.
Again.
That's true. And obviously that artifact lead is very noticeable. If he didn't have the base runner, he would have had tech faster. So I mean, he definitely, like, that's a conscious choice to trade for that. And that blast drone's still sharking around for hits. I mean, I'm just waiting for like some insane blast drone play here. Because that seems like just the kind of thing that NoFun would do. He loves these sort of flashy things like targeting jammers and Conf base runner smoke, you know. I'm waiting for that insane hit from the BD.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you love to see him. Can you? I reckon they should have a. You should be able to research an upgrade for blast drones that lets them burrow.
Oh my gosh, like Widow,
so cool.
like Widow mines. No, Banelings, I guess, is the obvious comparison there.
Let's see it. Because then you could like bait your opponent in, and then you're just like, ah, blast planes were burrowed there. I blow up.
Hiya!
Right, that'd be sick.
That would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like that would be insanely OP, but it would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be good. I mean, given that, I mean, then you would need a whole detection mechanic,
Oh,
which doesn't really exist in the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
That blast drone, did you see that? That was close. I like the play from NoFun there, because it's so common to, like, use the hold ground position and, like, sit your strike craft out when you're shooting at a base runner. And then, you know, all of a sudden they all die. I've done that many times. Second PC coming out here now for NoFun.
Yeah, we got missile ships on the production queue, so that is in response to the 0 amount of air force that Descara has. So still a little bit of conditioning from last game there for no game. Doesn't want to get caught out.
For sure, but I actually think that this is a good move. Oh gosh, the voice call dropped again. I'll just tell chat, I guess, what I think. I think this is a good move still, though, because I think that, you know, if you don't see any tech, there's only LAVs out on the field, you really want to know if your opponent has air, and if you don't know, you know, you really just gotta have that anti-air tech. So I think this is not a bad move, actually, from NoFun. Let's see. Maybe we'll just have to use Steam voice chat and deal with the echo. That seems kind of suboptimal.
Hey, Bozo.
Hey. I guess we might get a bit of
Test.
echo here, but...
Test. Oh, wait. Okay, really sorry to everyone. I'm just going to do like a really loud thing, like... I can't hear an echo this time.
Hey, seems good to me.
Cool.
What time are you on right now?
I'm on 2208.
Okay, I'm on 15, so I'll tell you when I get to 08.
Wicked.
Okay, I'm there, so I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, Discord seems to be having a bit of trouble these days, but...
I mean, the increase in demand that like Steam, Discord, and like all these services have seen in response to coronavirus is like huge.
Coronavirus got you down.
So,
you know what I've noticed,
yeah,
which
well,
is weird? I've noticed my internet will die almost every night at like 3 a.m. That's a weird
Okay.
time, right?
Are you East or West Coast? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
West Coast. Well, close. I'm like in Utah, so close to the West Coast.
Okay.
Utah
So,
of all places. Uh-oh, bees.
that is weird then, yeah.
Oh boy. This is only gonna be 2 salvagers, but hey.
Dun-dun.
Da 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 da. Dead.
Get some.
And you know, that's actually really good because just like last game, NoFun and descara are gonna be matching economy almost perfectly here. But this gives NoFun a little bit of a lead, you gotta think.
How much is a blast train these days?
100
okay.
CUs. Yeah, it used to be 150 in vanilla.
Yeah,
but...
so that was totes worth it then.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, salvagers cost went up too. They're 150. So I mean.
Really? Oh, so it was very worth it. Great.
Yeah, yeah. This
Right,
base
so the
runner
LAVs are
almost
coming in
forfeit here, but like the LAVs don't even want it. They've got to deal with the base instead. So that tells you NoFun, NoFun is definitely kind of pulling the strings around here. Like, if descara sees a base runner out in the open like that and he can't kill it because he's got to deal with his base. I mean, NoFun's in a very nice kind of dominant position here.
Yeah, descara has to respect the pressure here. If descara could just find one way of backstabbing, I'd love it. Like, but as far as I know, there is no tech. Nope, there is no air tech.
Yeah, I mean, even if there was, you know, we got missile ships out on the field already. It's just AVs right now, and that's a tricky matchup
Right, but
against
there's no
these
missile
assault
ships
rails.
on the other side of the map.
That's true. That's true. You reckon like one strike fighter and a gunship that could really mess up like the main base eco? Probe getting sniped here.
It would just be a way of getting back out on the map and like trying to force NoFun to think about another thing. Oh wow, the LAV's coming in and getting some sweet value there.
Yeah, they did. Actually, when they boost like that,
I think NoFun probably has to run now. This is not enough
agree.
stuff to fight here.
I agree. When they leave these boosts like that, though, it's very predictable where they're gonna go, and I think the missile ship barrage should have been there. That's kind of a big mistake, I think, that he just didn't use that at all. He's not gonna lose these missile ships.
Might have had his screen somewhere else. That
True.
happens.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, that happens. Happens to me like every game. When I play against A-Game, man, he's so good at... Oh wait, no, I'm the best DOK player in the world, never mind. But no, he's...
Yeah.
he's so good at like...
He's nearly as good as you as...
Yeah, exactly. At like pulling me across the map, so my vision is constantly being like split between like 5 different places. And by the way, these missile ships are going to be forfeit. This is a big loss for NoFun.
Oh, there's just nothing they can do about this.
But yes, it's very difficult to deal with that when your vision is split in so many different places. And by the way, staple of Conf Living, we have a triple base runner play coming out here. I love this. So there's gonna be blast drones. That much is for sure. Assault ships as well coming out for NoFun. And assault ships are just always nice when your opponent has lots of LAVs. I think that kind of like the dream composition for Galzian, although it is very expensive, is probably assault ships and railguns, like heavy rails. So this is kind of where he wants the game to be right now, I think, actually. He gave up a lot of field control, but he's got the tech that he wants. Oh, but look at this. Descara, meanwhile, going to be teching up to Battlecruiser once again, so that's going to be the thing to beat here.
I mean, that's okay though. If it's Battlecruiser versus Siege Cruiser, I'm okay with that dynamic. That's fine. As the Knef player, that's like acceptable.
Oh,
as long as
blast drone. Wanted to go in for a big hit there, but it did go down.
Right in the middle.
Missile ship really needs to barrage now again.
Okay, these LAVs are starting to be a problem.
Yeah. Yikes. Which
What are
is
these
which is so
upgrades
funny
on the
because he's
LEVs?
got assault ships too, but he still can't, keep these things in tow.
Has he got level 3 weapons? That's why. Jeez.
They only go up to 2, but yeah, he does. And he's got
Oh,
power
sorry,
4
yeah.
coming out on this carrier as well. Ooh. With an artifact in
I just
tow
say
as
Descara
well.
blast drones in the back door though. There's not a lot for them to hit.
Oh boy. Well, they can definitely
Well,
hit these
2 more
salves.
salvages.
Oof.
Can they?
Yeah.
Kind of a bit of a miss.
Well, they got the 2 CU guys. I think one of them got blown up on the support cruiser instead.
You did, yeah.
But man, it speaks to the power of these blast drones, and I'm the caster, and I didn't even know that was happening. Like, when you said it, I was like, what? These things are terrifying, you know? Little backstab of AVs, by the way, gonna get some really good value. Keeps them off of mining for like a really long time now.
Yeah, now we've got a big fight being taken in mid. And smoke is going to pave the way for these AAVs to screen away NoFun's forces. This enables the LAVs to come in to deal the damage where it is needed onto the resource operation here. So this is all about just getting damage to the resource operation. And now I wouldn't be surprised if descara just fades away after this. He doesn't have to stay. The blast drones are going to get in deep on the LAVs.
What? Oh no! What is? Okay. I didn't even see them.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't
remember
either.
That bit when I was just like, he could fade away now.
Yeah, I think you were right about that call.
So
NoFun though,
when the
still
dust
with
settles,
some problems. Still with some problems
that's
because obviously he's got a
actually
power 4 carrier coming up.
Yeah, but that's such a big army swing. Look at this. He's going to pick up the battle cruiser. The carrier is actually coming out, and he does scout that.
Sure. He's gonna worry
where
about.
Are the siege cruisers at?
He's gonna worry about BCs coming in though. The siege is on the way, not yet finished, about halfway done.
Okay, so the battle cruiser is going to be out here for a good window before the siege cruiser is out.
And in fact, there's going to be 2 of them. I think he really needs to be making heavy rails here.
There are going to be 2.
He's got missile ships.
Yeah,
of course, we saw how good that can be in the last game.
It's reasonable, but there's only 2, right?
Yeah.
So he needs to backstab with these sand skimmers like right now. That's what needs to happen. I think.
Which I actually really like cleaning up this base runner though, because obviously this carrier sledgehammer is going to be scary.
Yeah, yeah. And now run, go do damage. His carrier's right here. What can he have? Like nothing. Go.
Get in there, start chonking those salvos.
Yeah. Send the base runners in. The triple base runners are going in. Yeah. Let's blow up some dudes.
Actually, that is really scary.
Yeah, that's great. If he sends the sand skimmers and the base runners, yeah, he's building triple blast drone.
Oh, missile ships. This is your time. Okay, the barrage comes out. It's a little bit late.
Yeah, he gets the barrage. He does. Gets like 1, but
heavy rails are here, but he really needs to prioritize the BCs first.
Yeah, he's got 1 siege cruiser desperately. Nah, that's going to be gunned down in its prime. Oh no.
He's doing eco damage though.
I don't think you're winning that one.
These sand skimmers are still sitting idle here, which is unfortunate.
Oh no, I missed the blast drones. Okay, he cleans out the middle base.
Takes it out
for
entirely.
Descara. The blast drones just level it. Yeah. No, the sand skimmers have just been idle though.
Yeah, I know. That's really what he needs in the fray there. Kind of carrier going to take out one of the
siege cruiser beat the BC?
With that carrier in tow, with the carrier missiles. And he's going to get a second, I think. Maybe. But a third BC has spawned as well, and this carrier on its own is so scary. Oh, man.
I think if Descara actually just goes for the carrier kill here, he's probably okay.
I agree.
Wheel in the BCs, go for it. Is he building 2 more? Yeah. Okay, so this is basically over once these next 2 BCs just kind of like roll out.
Oh, base burner smoke.
This is done.
Base burner smoke. He's got base burner smoke. Use it. Use it.
It's not going to be for long enough though.
It's a little bit out of position. It's difficult because you get carrier.
It's a nice idea.
Close, but yeah.
Okay, a good win for Descara here, bringing the series to 1-all.
Indeed.
Just cuts down the Kenneth cruiser there. Carrier, sorry.
Yeah, it's so hard to deal with these BC drops when they're up in your face like that. And NoFun, I think, did a fairly good job, but he just couldn't handle all of them. But that blast drone hit, man. Oh my gosh. I'm just looking right now at the fallen bodies of all of these LAVs. Holy moly.
Yeah, they finally found a way in.
Count Schmau asking on chat, how is the Siege Cruiser BC balance in patch? I think BCs are still definitely winning in that matchup. Siege Cruisers are faster though, so obviously they can definitely like avoid the opponent, but they don't have the range to kite. And obviously, Siege Cruisers for like Galzian have indirect fire, which is always pretty nice against battle cruisers because they can't really dodge it; they're way too slow. You don't have that. You know, you don't have that as the Con F Siege Cruiser, but I think that the damage is still being very relevant from the siege cruiser, but the BC still takes the cake there if they do end up fighting each other like in range. Oh,
Yeah, I feel like, I mean,
A-game coming up to refute me. Siege cruisers can fight BCs quite well, TVH. With EMP, they have good hit points compared to them. Oh.
yeah, that's true, and they can just kite and dodge. And you know, if it's like a 1-on-1, then the siege cruiser just can't really take that. But if it's a 3-on-3, I feel like the siege cruisers can totally take that at that point,
Yeah.
because you can just kite back the wounded one, hide it behind line of sight, use your indirect fire, use your EMPs. It's such a miserable fight for the coalition player to try and take at that point. Like 1v1, okay, but I think as the numbers scale up, it's just like yeesh.
Yeah, I think that BCs had to be made viable by like increasing their range and their speed and stuff, and then all of a sudden they became like terrifying, so the HP went down. It's possible that siege cruisers actually have more HP than battle cruisers, which is kind of funny.
Oh, so this next game is also on Cartoba, is this right? Oh
yeah.
no, sorry, it's on Cartoba. I see, I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm at 29.
Sorry, for a second
so...
I thought that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just tell me when you get there. But definitely, the Conf carrier is a very nice, very nice supporting unit in that matchup, because obviously, you know, battle cruisers can't dodge those missiles, so it's very easy to hit them.
That's true.
And if the matchup is like decently close, you know, you can definitely imagine that could swing in the Conf player's favor. Although, interestingly, battle cruisers still tend to be a pretty good counter to a lot of interesting Conf plays that you can do, like Siege Honor Guard. That's like a really powerful combo, but battle cruisers are good at shutting that down. So,
I am ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And game 3 is going to be on Cartoba, as we mentioned. Guys, wouldn't it be cool if you could drive on top of the Cartoba? But anyway, I have to mention that every time
That'd be so
you
cool.
play this map.
And LAVs with boost could like jump the gap.
Oh,
like
dude,
in a film.
that would be freaking sick. Shoo!
Yeah. They like smash through the swing arms. They're like, no, that Cartoba's not built yet. I don't care. Anyway.
Oh boy. I suppose, you know, the thing being so old, you can understand why they would want to not drive on top of it with these massively heavy ships, but I mean, I don't know. It'd just be so cool.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they just discover a massive spacecraft under the Sahara in like next year or something?
Yeah, that would be insane.
Can you imagine what would happen? It would be global warfare. America would be like, that's ours, and everyone would be like, no, and you know, like.
Classic America, right?
Right.
They would though. They would though.
No, I know.
We are gonna dig up a spaceship. It's gonna be the biggest spaceship you've never. People tell me, Donald,
it's gonna be great.
Your spaceship is so good. I've never seen such a good spaceship. Ref mode first.
There's no spaceships in China.
Oh my gosh. And China is gonna pay for it. Probe here from this
no.
Get a scout out of the PC.
Oh no.
But this probe still has a lot of work to do. He needs to cover a pretty wide area to just try and make sure that there's no base fronter there, although he's taking more damage from the PC, but he's not going to die. Really important that this probe doesn't go down here. Obviously, that's going to give descara so much more confidence if he knows that there's not a base fronter making blast drones somewhere behind him. So, and it's coming up now to check out the carrier, trying to see if there's any tech here. It's going to see the PC again in this position. That kind of tells us it's probably going to be ref mode first, which indeed is true in this case. Excellent probe micro there. He manages to not die.
You know what Knef need? I've figured it out. They need hallucinate from Protos's stuff. If you could hallucinate your production carrier back here, but actually have the real one going across the map, that would be so dope.
Dude, that would be like freaking terrifying.
That.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is a game that needs more hallucination. Let's make it happen.
We need more LSD on Karak, you know. Let there be shrooms on Karak once more. Yeah. Railfab starting for both players. And that probe is still alive, so obviously good info getting gleaned from it as well. I think he's pretty confident at this point there's no base runner. He saw ref mode first. And descara has a bit of an eco edge in this game, which is new. Second Sport Cruise is already on the way for him as well, so this is going quite well for descara. And actually, there's not a PC on the way for NoFun either, so I think he's about to be taking, not like a massive lead, but quite a lead on NoFun in terms of economy. Couchmouse
Yeah, I
says,
think
"Well,
so.
it's a desert, so dehydration does that job for you sometimes." I guess that's true.
I guess. It's a
We'll
lot
probably
less
have
fun,
like
though.
sick mirages on Karak. Oh yeah, that's what you would call the ability, right? You'd call it Mirage.
Mirage! Oh, I like it.
Yeah,
Now we're on the desert theme. Nice.
dude. That would be so hype, actually. That'd be really fun.
Do you remember Mirage tanks from Red Alert? Red Alert 2?
Oh yeah. From
You do?
the Allies, right?
Yeah, the French. They were so funny.
Red Alert 2 is a funny game, man.
Yes, it was. It was a funny game. I have to say, I wasn't the biggest fan when it released, but
No,
it
me
grew on
neither.
me.
Because I was used to Red Alert 1, and like the graphics in Red Alert 1
which
were
was just more serious.
exactly right. They were early enough that you could project
Yeah.
onto them whatever you wanted, and in my mind, it was like a very serious game.
The whole game, the whole tone of the game was really serious. I mean, I get that the timeline, they were like, hey, Albert Einstein did some time travel, and we're like, okay, sure, but the action was serious. And then, like, in Red Alert 2, straight away, they were just like, okay, there's this mind control dude with aliens, and it's like, whoa, hang on, what?
Hold on a second. Probe does go down finally, but it scouts NoFun's second PC timings. That's good for Descara. AV Fab gonna come out
Sure
from
is.
now, probably as a result of seeing all these skimmers here. But he does have Rail Fab. He hasn't built any yet, but he might do that just now when he sees these assault rails on his doorstep. But yeah, you know,
It's a little late.
it's true. But he'll probably be okay. He does have the defender's advantage here, and it's not like there are heavy rails to siege down yet, so...
Yeah, I think this is a lot more dangerous if you see a PC with it, but now that we don't, I think
Sure.
Descara's okay.
You never know, this could be some kind of like Galaxy Brain strat where like actually there was no ref mode and he was gonna like 2PC him here randomly, but it seemed unlikely. Sure enough, that's not gonna be the
Dude.
play. And we do have some railguns
Dude,
out on the field.
Speaking of Galaxy Brain double bluffs, do you know what I tried when StarCraft 2 was like really new?
Oh, you
All
gotta
right,
tell me.
If the action heats up, I'm gonna stop talking about this, but I played Terran, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I mined 400 minerals, okay, and then I lifted off my command center and I floated it away into the corner of the map, and then I built a new command center where it was sat, and then I made all my SCVs line up in front of my command center so it looked like I hadn't moved them at all, and then the guy would scout me, think I'm idle, and then like I just left my computer, kill all my stuff, wonder why the game hadn't ended, and then leave.
Dude, what?
Yeah, we did that. It's like, oh, this is bugged. Why isn't this game over? Oh well, guess I'll just leave.
Oh my gosh, that's the stupidest idea.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I wish I still had that
Oh,
replay.
man.
I did some really stupid stuff back in the day.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. When I play StarCraft 2, by the way, it's dirty.
Faking
Like
bugs to win is next level.
literally,
You know
the
it,
only
Dan.
thing that I do in StarCraft 2 is cannon rush. I don't do anything else.
Okay,
I
cool.
I
that's
know
good to
I'm
know.
that
Thanks,
guy.
man.
I'm that guy, but it's just
No,
so
dude,
fun,
dude.
you know.
Cannon
Like,
rushing
how
is
can
an
you-
art form.
It's true.
If you cannon rush and you win and they knew that's what you were gonna do, that is a power play. That asserts dominance.
Especially against like Zerg or something, because it's so awkward. You get like cannons around the creep, and then you have to like make immortals so that you can counter like the spine crawlers and stuff. It's like so weird, but it works sometimes. I don't know if I could.
I love doing dumb stuff like that. It's so good.
I don't know if I could beat Alpha Star like that, but I mean, it was a lot of fun though.
Okay, these guys are like sumo wrestlers who are eating to gain weight to win the fight and just like keeping an eye. They're like sumo wrestlers at a restaurant who know that they have to have a match in
Yeah.
a second, but they're allowed to eat as much as they can before the match. So they're just like watching the other guy piling the food down and trying to do the same, like circling. They're like, I'm gonna fight you, but only after I eat this burger. I'm gonna fight you, and they're gonna throw down. I'm just waiting for the catalyst that's gonna force the fight here. We've got a real nice
could be
backstab
this
of
base
LAVs though here for. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, I was saying it could be this base runner that causes the fight here. It looks like it kind of will be. Definitely gonna try to extract
He's
out
just
of
going to
here.
get that for free. He's going to get that for free. But here comes the backstab of LAVs, so this is pretty real. This is the first bit of actual damage that any player has suffered. So this is resources.
Oh, the det packs.
Oh, the demo charges. Oh, it's a nice thought.
Yeah, they're a little off.
Not
though.
quite enough though. So the sand skimmers have to come back, and this. Okay, so on the back of this, he's not only getting economic damage and disrupting the backfield of NoFun. This is giving Descara map control right now. That's what Descara's taking.
Because like the
That's
instant
nice.
that happens, you know, NoFun has to pull back. I mean, what's he gonna do? Just let his eco die? Immediately, Descara starts moving out with that carry. He doesn't waste any time at all. Bit of a bad rally on that base
I'm not
runner,
sure
but
about
he'll
this.
catch it.
Okay, actually, Descara just lets him have the Sand Skimmers. Fair enough. I think Descara could have microed a little bit there and maybe gotten a couple of, sorry, a couple of Sand Skimmers, yeah.
Perhaps, yeah, maybe he could have slid out like toward 270, like down on the border of the map or something, but... Whoa, I hit chat instead of delete there. But, you know, the LAVs were really just meant to be that backstab force. He's got the probe to check for, like, potential backstabs from his opponent here, and this is going to be a really powerful sledgehammer here. We only have power 1 on the way, actually, but a lot of railguns here in tow for Descara.
Okay, here comes the carrier, which is actually not significantly weaponized. Power Reserve 1 is just going to finish, so...
He'll get some artifacts before too long, but until then, he's really kind of... Oh no, NoFun is trying to like a run by here,
the
but
Sand Skimmers! Where are the Sand Skimmers going?
Grievous damage!
Oh god!
he's getting a hooned on,
rough.
Right? He's getting hooned on.
He is getting the hooned upon. Yeah, the hooned upon.
Ouch. Support cruisers being built as well for Descara, going for that longevity.
I mean, also, can we just talk about the number of railguns that are about to be pulling up within range of this Kneff carrier? I think that's like game-ending amounts of railgun.
9 railguns. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Descara going in a little bit too early, chomping at the bit with the carrier.
Yeah.
Ends up taking a lot of damage with it, but I don't know. I mean, what does NoFun do? What can mere men do against such reckless aggression?
They can leave the game. Like, I mean, but we'll see. I mean, hang on. Is there just anything here at all, or is this just over? Because, I mean, the AAVs beat the Sand Skimmers, the railguns beat the carrier, and if my math is correct, that leaves no hope of victory.
You know, there's potential with the cruise.
Alright, somehow the Sand Skimmers start killing railguns. I'm not quite sure. What are the AAVs shooting? Oh god, they were shooting the rail... Okay, I don't know about that.
This has just kind of always been the curse of AAVs, I guess. They don't do as much damage against Strikecraft as you would expect them to, but they do end up mopping them up in the end.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god. How is the Coalition carrier down at half health? Okay, I guess these assault railguns have just been doing overtime. Okay.
Yeah. Cruise missiles as well from the Kneff carrier, but that system is powered down.
That's true, yeah. That's true.
And I think Descara is stabilized. I mean, yeah, he took a lot of damage, but you know, the sledgehammer has to hit the head on the thing that it's, you know, sledging.
Wow. Jeez.
Gets a little bit dented,
a super technical game.
Yeah.
That game was ended by positioning and a really nicely unscouted backstab of LAVs.
For sure.
And like no actual micro or not a lot else really mattered. That was all about posturing, positioning, and scouting. That was a great game.
That one little run by gives him all the field control he could ever want, and he just wins off the back of that. So really huge value for those LAVs. That was a nice one. You know what I mean? I mean, these have all been pretty nice games, but like you can tell that wasn't won by some player making a horrible mistake. That was just, you know, really smooth play from Descara there.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Game 4 is gonna be on Salvage Facility. Shrike's gonna like this. This is a bit of a weird map. You might not have ever seen it before. It's like Boneyard, but with different colors, and then the layout is a little bit different.
Okay.
We don't play this one in tournament. That's kind of why you probably haven't seen it. I think it's got some potential, but it's kind of like a weird map, you know. That's good. Shrike coerced them into playing it. Oh, okay, I see. Well, tell me when you're at 29:55, and we will begin.
Cool, man. It's just loading in.
Okay, sweet.
Here we go. Okay. Okay, I'm there.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. So, game 4, I guess, of this show match. If we called it a best of 5, this would be victory point, I suppose, for Descara, who does have 2 wins behind him. Oh, it's one of my friend's birthdays today. Anyway, and NoFun, looks like once again he's going for ref mode first, I believe. So we have a base runner retirement, a couple salvagers being produced here. I think he can get this timing a little bit faster if he puts the guys on RUs first, but wait, what did he just spend all of his money on? Oh wait, no, sorry, I was looking at Descara's money. Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be pro casting right here. This is gonna be ref mode first from NoFun, and Descara gonna match it with Sport Cruiser first of his own, so it's gonna be another macro game. But to be honest, I think that's kind of what we want to see from both of these players. You know, let them get into their
Absolutely,
groove.
yeah. Plus, I think if you're going to cheese, like, this is a really difficult map to do it on. Like, it's not the smallest map. There's a lot of obstacles in the middle. It's like,
For sure.
it can be done, but I just feel like the Coalition player has a lot of defensive stuff to work with here.
And a lot of
And
good
I'm
hills
just
for him,
assuming it
too.
would be NoFun who's cheesing, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it definitely would be. He likes to be aggressive like that. And, you know, Descara, he really enjoys his playing standard. He knows he's good at it, so, I mean, why would he, you know, risk it all doing something
Hey,
cheesy?
so has anyone done... Oh, yeah, that's why that doesn't work. Okay, cool. Yep, no, never mind. I thought I'd, like, imagine some cool new cheat. I was like, hey, what if you do a turret rush in this game? And then I was just like, oh, yeah, you start with the carrier. It kind of beats the turrets. All right, fair enough.
Oh boy, let me tell you, people have done it though, but I think against ConF it's not very
Okay.
good because of the missile system.
No. Yeah,
So-
absolutely. Yeah, Homeworld has always been kind of unique. Like, there are some RTSs where you start with a strong command unit that has some inherent fighting ability, and there are other RTSs where you just don't. And in the ones where you do start with a strong command unit, like, those games tend to be longer because you need to build up enough force to overwhelm the thing that they start with. So, like, the original Homeworld games are a really good example of this. It's hard to win in a hurry because
Yeah,
you have to beat their mothership, right?
you build a big
Or
scout
Total
ball.
Annihilation's another. Like,
yeah,
you have to beat their commander or whatever.
yeah, exactly. You know, your early game scouts in Homeworld 1 are not gonna like kill the mothership or something. You know, you have to take a long time before you really
Right,
get to
yeah.
where you can actually fight it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you compare and contrast to games like Command & Conquer and StarCraft, where it's just like, okay, well, you know, I killed all of your Marines and I still have 4 Zerglings left over. I guess I win. It's like, it's
Yeah.
different.
I mean, that's like such a freaking knife edge. Although it's interesting in DOK too that because the carriers are so mobile, they can be like a really big problem for balancing, where you just have like these carrier rushes that just own the game.
They're very hard for balancing. Like, it makes my head spin sometimes when I think about how carriers affect the tactical situations.
Yeah. Oh, actually, this reminds me. I kind of wanted to talk about this map a little bit though for like early game rush strats, because
Yeah, sure.
as Galzian, when you do like a rail rush, one thing that you definitely need to be aware of is that like it's good if you have like a hill leading to your opponent's base, which you don't have in this map. So that already is a little bit suboptimal. But then on top of that, you need to be thinking, if my opponent can build AAVs, what he wants to do is push me out and then hold me there. And if you look, like if he pushes you out of his main base, you go straight into like the boneyard like salvage facility. And there's so many line of sight blockers here. That could be like a real problem for you. So I think this isn't really a terribly good map for like rail rushing either. Because not only do you have a hill to like get up against your opponent,
yeah.
but then after you get past it, if you ever get pushed off, I feel like you'll just die to AAVs.
Yeah, there's so much line of sight blocking stuff that devalues rails here.
That's not where
Have you
railguns
seen this
want to
cool
be.
little bomber thing? I say little, it's like bigger than the carriers. Have you seen this giant bomber thing?
This little thing over here. Yeah, have
I'm
you
looking
played
at
the,
this and I'm thinking, that would be quite a nice house.
Dude, if that was like your house, that'd be pretty cool. Have you played the
would be.
DOK campaign?
I'm such a heathen. I have never played in any serious capacity any RTS campaign, literally ever.
Omega Keck?
None of them.
Yeah, so the this thing's the glider, or like the lander, I think they call it. They're like designed to refuel the carriers when they're out in the field.
Oh, okay.
So there's a map, the
Groovy.
Kashar Plateau, where you have to defend the plateau so that the glider can land on it. It's pretty freaking cool, man. Like, geez, the guys at BBI, you know, like, because they're the original Homeworld devs, so I say that instead of Relic. They're just like so freaking good at designing these like super cool machines. You know what I mean? Oh,
Yes, they are.
it's just
They are
freaking beautiful.
very good at that. I know. I'm super excited about Homeworld 3 just from what I've seen
Oh, yeah.
already.
Oh yeah. Man, I still think like my favorite designs have to be those tight end ships though. The tight end destroyers, so freaking cool looking.
Yeah, tie-down destroyers. I'm totally with you. Yeah, they're beautiful. For me also as well. I love pretty much all of the Viger ships because they just look so functional.
Yeah. Good scouting here from Descara, by the way. Goes ahead to check the carrier. Sees assault ship tech. Of course, ConF for some reason you can't see air tech on them, but you can see when they're building them. But NoFun wasn't building any interceptors, so he doesn't get any indication for that. So
And blast drones. There's one armored assault here. Okay, cool. There's blast drones like sharking for an opportunity here. They're probably not going to find unless they go to the left one.
well,
Actually,
yeah, they
that is the
could.
one place they could find damage here.
Oh boy,
Uh-oh,
Descara knows
sees
it
it
too.
coming.
he's
Oh,
splitting.
he has to split though. Yeah, so he's
Splitting
just
like a
gonna split.
madman.
Okay, that's fine.
Ooh.
That's great. He's fine.
Yeah, but look at this. NoFun doesn't even have to attack though. He just leaves.
That's true. He can just come back in here in a second and just be like, "Hey, bro, I hope you weren't mining here."
This is so good for NoFun. This is exactly what you want to see him doing. Looks like he's going to use the blast drones on the AV, which I'm not so excited about, but... Wow, they really do some damage, though. Jeez.
He just actually just loses. Yeah.
But man, that is such a slick play, though, to, like, just kind of show up, you know, make him split, you know, use all this micro, all this APM from him, then just be like, okay, well, that was fun, and leave.
I mean, I'm going to be nitpicky here. He could have kept doing that.
Yes, I agree.
I don't know, he didn't even get the Armored Assault here, so now he's down a blast drone and a few sand skimmers. This is real bad. And I'm going to keep nitpicking. You know, with the sand skimmers, you could just, you know, if you're on the ball, you can just click the one that's being shot and pull it back before it dies. So
yeah,
a couple of those sand skimmers didn't need to die.
I agree.
It's a little.
I mean, I think like the blast drone thing, like it shows so well.
Oh, we
like,
have intercept attack. Sorry.
I don't even have to attack you here, but then he does go to attack the AV. That seems a little funny.
Hmm.
Maybe just a lapse of micro. Could have been that like he didn't quite see that he was like getting hit by the AV, and then once he did, he was like, well, I guess we better just attack him. Interceptors are out,
Here come
though.
the interceptors. Yeah.
Assault cruisers.
They are looking for AAVs right now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I think
it is
that's
assault cruisers. Hey.
That's kind of a good idea, actually, to get the AVs, because Descara does have anti-air tech. You can see that missile battery out on the field.
Oh yeah, he does. Missile ships are out, or missile batteries, yeah.
So I think the idea is like, okay, so if
wow.
I can kill the AVs that are defending, it's not going to matter, because then the assault ships can just come in and do the damage for me, but assault cruisers are there. And they're going to stop Descara from taking pretty much any damage here. So that's really well played.
Yeah, that's very, very well played. NoFun is just kind of being beaten in all these little exchanges. Only just.
He's going to snipe out this artifact, though, which is kind of nice.
Yep, that's nice.
But man, I wish I could have like the brain of Descara sometimes in these games, because he always has the tech that he needs right when he needs it, you know what I mean? It's just so slick.
Yeah, that's the way. That's the way to be.
Maybe it's the beer.
How many assault cruisers? We got 2 out, or just 1? Yeah, we got 2.
Yeah, 2
wow.
of them.
Okay.
And a couple more missile batteries being produced as well.
That is a lot of interceptors, though. That is actually not enough. That can actually shoot down... there's one missile battery that's a bit exposed, but he's going to go after the assault cruiser because it's like totally exposed, and that makes sense. And he's going to get it, actually.
Gonna pop the repair just
like
to try and out DPS here, but there's no way that does go down.
That's no, just no, yeah.
And this is why, by the way, the tech that Descara is getting right now would be very prudent, assault cruiser anti-air. But I think not having that yet, that assault cruiser was just way too far forward. Oh, and the salvagers on the third base just get wiped out as well.
Oh,
so
yikes! That's nice. All right, NoFun finds some great value out there. I take it all back. It is no longer Descara who's just kind of been a little bit winning in all these exchanges. NoFun has drawn significant blood there. So
yeah.
Okay, Descara, you know, your options are you counterattack or you just rebuild and accept that you're behind economically. I think I like the latter option, to be honest, because you don't have the best tools to counterattack, especially not into these interceptors. I mean, I know he has a few missile batteries, but if he loses them, then he loses everything, and that's quite a fragile position to be in.
Sure. And you know, this isn't vanilla either. I mean, this one assault cruiser is not going to beat the entire army for NoFun. So it's not like he can just kind of have dominance of the field.
Sure.
Actually, though, I think NoFun is taking the rails. I do like the choice, but I think it might even be even better if he would go to Conf Siege at this point. Start trying to sort of play that Ward of Attrition game.
This is a great map for the Conf Siege as well, because of all these annoying movement blockers in mid. You can just be like, oh, are you like having to traverse the middle of the map? Well, now everything's exploding. It's like, that's a great place to...
Blast drones are in again. And this time they're just going to find a hit, it looks like.
Okay, he just gets one.
He
So
maybe
I would love
could have
it if
gotten
you just ran south, just hide down here in the corner, or like run west and just hide somewhere where you're not trapped, and then just like come back, and then come in, and then come back, and then it's just like every time he has to stop mining, and that's the real value.
Because that is just going to be so freaking annoying for like the rest of the game.
And if he ever doesn't notice, well then you take the kills.
Carrier moving forward really aggressively here for Descara.
Yep.
Interceptors just going to
Given that it
find
has
some
no
AVs
power
for free.
reserves, this is aggressive.
Whoa. Interceptor's getting a little bit too close to the missile batteries there, so he does lose one of them, but he's still got 5. And that carrier's got no anti-air either. No, AVs. He took out 2 of them. Good damage.
Okay. Wow, we're up to 6 missile batteries. Wow, okay, we can stop building interceptors now, bro.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But he hasn't been building them at all, actually. He's been focusing on other stuff, so I like that as well.
Is that an overreaction? 6 missile batteries? I feel like the money spent on these missile batteries is almost damage done by those interceptors. I mean, 6.
Yeah,
That
for
is.
sure. You know, I think that missile shifts are almost never a mistake in that same way for Galzian because they're so impactful in like other stages of the game. And you know, missile
Yeah.
batteries are good against sand skimmers, but they're not that powerful against.
They're okay, yeah. I mean, well, they're very good, but
Yeah, they're not that powerful against like armored units and stuff. So I don't know. I think this maybe is a bit of a trap here. Second base taking a bit of grief
yeah. I mean, at
here
the same
for
time, you don't want to
NoFun.
die. But
Ooh.
okay, yeah, the interceptors have a pop at that one. Yeah, the assault cruiser, but the repair comes down. It's being covered by missile batteries, so NoFun has to give up the position.
And we do have artillery
So
out on the
that
field,
is
by the way.
good. Oh, really?
Artillery always a fun unit to see.
Whoa. Oh yeah, here he is.
Good
The
mortar,
artillery
good
cruiser.
mortar.
It's been a while.
He lands 2 of them.
Oh god.
That's
Look how
excellent
much value
for.
this artillery cruiser can start getting now.
Oh, an attack missile barrage! It's gonna land on the entire army.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ah!
Aye.
Descara, no!
Oh, and a couple
Oh,
railguns
God.
gonna feed in as well. I think that's a bad rally point. Oof! That wasn't even. That wasn't even the artillery cruiser barrage. He didn't even need it. Yikes!
No, this artillery cruiser is going to get so much value. It's in such a great position. If you can just hold this position now that Descara has, and just keep accumulating artillery cruisers and defending, this is very difficult for Knef to crack.
And I mean, this is what we were saying that Conef Siege was going to be good for, but actually it's Descara who's doing this
Yep.
instead.
Yeah, he's actually playing that game plan.
Assault cruiser finally going to
Okay,
get cleaned
finally
up on
the
the
assault
side.
cruiser, yeah.
But I mean, the thing
Yeah.
is that thing had so much value in it because it being there caused the split attention that I think resulted in this play over on the other side. And now there's going to be a barrage coming out from the artillery cruisers. I think it's a bit off,
It is.
but these units are all really low, and these are expensive units, so NoFun really needs to play this super safe to avoid, you know, taking attrition damage from these.
Oh, we're up to 3 artillery cruisers? Okay, 3 is enough. You can stop on 3, I think. More is an overcommitment. Okay, yeah, okay. I think 3 is fine.
Oh man, look
Now
at this!
you
They
need,
can
like,
just hit the third
battle
base for
cruisers.
free. Oh,
This is
That's
it. This is why this
horrifying.
is such a strong position. It actually checks all of your opponent's resource positions. If you can just hold here, and you can hide behind the carrier. He's got support cruisers here to repair. Like, this is a lovely plan, and it's being executed well by Descara so far.
I definitely agree. Yeah, I mean, what does
What
NoFun
do you
do? Like,
Man, we needed siege tech, eh?
yeah, I think so.
Easy for us to say. Oh no, the interceptors feel forced to try and do something. Actually, they
Yeah.
find a window to come down the left. There's no anti-air coverage on the far left, so he can pick off
Oh.
that support cruiser and shut down this location.
Actually, yeah, this is good damage here. Needs to be a bit careful about
Yeah,
that
yeah.
missile battery, but
Yeah, I don't think he has a choice. He just has to take the damage and take out the cruiser here.
and he gets it.
Okay, he gets it. That's lovely, yeah.
Okay, that is really good because the really big advantage here that Descara has gotten, other than this awesome position, obviously, he did take his opponent off of his third base, and you know, NoFun is gonna match the damage here, so that's really good for him. It's crucial.
4 artillery cruisers. Okay, that's enough, Descara. That's enough. You don't
Man,
want to overcommit
enough
into
is
these,
never
'cause-
enough. You know what I'm saying? Really good
Well, I mean, I
barrages here
do.
as well, by the way. The entire army is at like half health here, and now it's in range of this assault cruiser and the carrier here too. Oh no.
Yeah, the Knef carrier is like desperately doing what? Oh my god, that is over.
Yeah, NoFun just charging in there
Everything
with the army.
died.
This is gonna get melted here.
Wow.
He's not even gonna get this artillery cruiser either. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's all kind of
Masterful
falling
plays
apart
from
there.
Descara.
Wow.
Yikes. And you can will 4 artillery cruisers like one hit a carrier if you get the barrages to all hit? I feel like it must be close.
Pretty close. I don't know. Never done the math on that, but of course, for those of you
That's
who
something
don't
the
know
A-game
still,
would know.
true. For those of you who don't know still, the Coalition artillery cruiser also has a precision strike ability. Basically, all the missiles are just going to land in like one little point, and you can see him using that right now. That just does a huge amount of
Yeah.
damage. NoFun kind of gonna dodge it though, but I think it's a bit academic at this point. Attack missile barrage coming out as well. Interceptors launching here, but there is a lot of anti-air to greet them.
Too much.
Ouch. And it looks like that kind of carrier will be
so
falling
many.
momentarily, so I'll turn on cinematic mode.
So many artillery cruisers. 5.
Dang, this game looks good though. Holy moly.
It does look really cool. That was a great show off of the engine and the units and everything. Wow. Okay, Descara. Alright. Alright, we see you.
Nicely done. Yeah, Salvage Facility is an interesting map. I haven't played it very
That was a good
much,
one.
you know? I haven't played it very much.
Yeah, the map definitely looks interesting.
Indeed. Oh wait, I need to load in
So,
the
is it
last
Tauren
replay.
Crater?
Yes.
Cool.
Classic Tauren Crater. This will be good for NoFun, I think. Especially if he wants to still go for these like aggressive
me too.
plays here. Wait. I didn't load the map. Oh my gosh, I'm so good, man. I copied it from like the folder that I had it in, and then I pasted it back into that folder. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, I'll tell you when I'm at 29:55. I think you're ahead of me this time.
Yeah, just load it in.
I've been beaten.
Alright,
My
I'm there.
honor. Oh,
Yeah, that's it. The real game is over.
game over. I should just stop now. Okay, I'm at 29:55. So, 3,
Cool. Count
2,
us in.
1, go. I can't stop talking about it. It's so
Well,
cool
alrighty.
about Homeworld. The way that they have like DOK is such a fleshed out multiplayer game. It is just like a fun experience, like StarCraft 2, you know. But you never felt like in StarCraft 2 you could just zoom into the units, you know, hit cinematic mode and just be like, wow, I'm watching a movie now. You know what I mean? Jeez.
Yeah, there's a level of realism in the Homeworld series that StarCraft has never tried to emulate. I mean, it just doesn't try. You know, it's much more conceptual, I guess. Whereas this is like, yeah, I could conceivably believe that these are images of real warfare. You know what I mean? It's like it's in that sort of artistic style.
Definitely. And you know what else? Every time that they design a ship in the Homeworld universe, right? They don't just design a ship, right? Everything that they do has like a purpose on it. It's like, you know, you zoom into like the carrier, like, oh, what are these little boxes on the side of the carrier? Well, they must have had like an idea, because they really like to think about reality when they design these things. So they don't, you know, they don't just throw stuff on there because it looks cool.
It's
actually,
really funny.
yeah.
I've never consciously thought about this, but I have always known it ever since Homeworld 1, because everything about the design of the ships, there are a couple of stylistic choices, but most of it you're just like, oh yeah, that actually makes sense. There's reasons for this, there's reasons for that, you know, there's reasons for a lot, like all of the unit design. And you're right, they are so consistently excellent. They clearly have like someone with at least some experience of like engineering, a background, aerodynamics, and product design. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like design background rather than just
definitely.
an artistic sort of thing.
Definitely.
And it's so great. Like it just really sells the universe. It makes it feel so cohesive. And for me, it's like when you zoom in and you see the little cabin windows, you know, the little cockpits that put all of the units into scale on everything. You're just like, oh, it's just wow.
Yeah, you zoom in on the LAV, you know, like this tiny little thing, you know, like, holy moly, it's huge,
It's
you know?
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I would quite happily trade all of my living accommodation for a base runner. I would live in a base runner for the rest of my life. Those things are huge.
Oh, yeah. Although, you'd probably spend a lot on gas, but, you know.
I guess so. I guess I'd have to convert it to solar or something and just move like 1 mile a year or something.
I don't know, do you think base runners are street legal?
No. I think base runners would like destroy the streets. They're so big.
You didn't have to think about that for very long.
I didn't. No.
Oh,
no.
boy.
Although, at least in this country, it is tanks are road legal. You may drive armored vehicles on the road if you own one.
That is freaking
So
sick.
there you go.
That is freaking sick. By the way, interesting idea for Descara that I just want to like mention on really briefly. This is a good way to play Tauren Crater for people who keep getting killed by like assault ship pushes on it. You know this is a very strong map for assault ship plays, and so just match it with your own armored units. Just get AV first, and you can see he's probably going to get some good damage because he's actually gotten behind his opponent here. And you know, Galzian has that split production, you know, right? This kind of production cruisers in the front. He's not going to be able to defend very well, so this is a very good opener for Descara. As long as he holds on to his main base, which it looks like he's going to do just fine, I think he has a really good window to do some damage this game. Although, of course, there are blast drones here, so you never know if something terrible could happen, but... We'll just have to wait and see.
It seems unlikely. Descara's too sharp of a customer to let that happen. He's had them on sensors for so long. He knows what's up.
For sure. And he's definitely got enough AVs here to defend as well, so... Looks like an artifact will come out.
He's not going to be able
no
to stop
fun,
this
though.
base runner, though. Yeah. Okay,
Did
here comes the backstab. The armored assaults. This is problems.
It's happening on both sides of the map, kind of. No, it looks like NoFun's going to pull out on the other side of the map. But a lot of salvagers going to go down here. NoFun really needs to power up this carrier. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Carrier finally getting powered up here, but salvagers also really need to pull off the line. And is he going to try to counterattack on the other side?
Is he going to lose the blast drones? Oh no, the blast drones get picked off.
Just a little bit too much to handle at the same time. Can't quite micro it there.
Blast drones dive real quick.
He's got the armor advantage,
so how many
though.
salvagers did he lose? Like 1, 2...
2 so far, but it could be even worse in a moment.
Okay.
And this concave from Descara is so good. Uh-oh. The Solchit's just dying from every side here. Well, I say that. They've actually traded 1 for 1, I think, but... Well, make that 2 for 1.
Yeah, but it's not what
it's
not what you wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of damage he's taken on the other side, he needs to get something big done over here.
We've all been here though in RTS, haven't we? When it's just like you try to do various things in different areas of the map and it all goes wrong everywhere, and you're just like,
yeah.
Oh. Like it's that sinking feeling. You're just like, okay, none of the things I tried for worked. And it's especially the worst when you're just like clicking away, frantically microing one thing, and then you come into and you switch to the next situation that needs your attention just in time to see all the stuff die.
Yeah.
Like, or in this case, it was the blast drones. You're like, quick, I need to micro that. Oh, like that happens so many times.
You're like, oh, what's going on over here? I'm losing, apparently. It's a bad feeling.
I have this like thing, it probably haunts me in my dreams, is like clicking on a situation just in time to hear all my Marines go, like, it's just like, you know, just as the Banelings roll in and I was like 1 second too late and I'm just like, oh, for God's sake.
That's such a classic sound effect, man. Like, I freaking hear that in my sleep, you know?
They all just die, or like right when my Marines like ran into siege tanks and I was too late to call them back because I didn't have them on hold position, and it's just like, oh, for God's sake.
Terrible feeling. You know, NoFun is back in the way here.
Whilst we're on the subject, I hope when I die I sound as manly and cool as a StarCraft Marine. I really do.
You know, you'll be like 85 years old or something on your deathbed, and like right as it all goes black, you go,
I'll just be like, nurse, you can send in the Zergling now, and it just disembowels me in one sweep, and I'm just like,
oh man. You can blow me up with acid now, I'm ready.
Oh, maybe not that one. That's a tough way to go. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it'd be pretty instant. Pretty instant
and instant are really different in this context.
That's true. That's true. That is very true. We got ref mode on the way for NoFun here.
Yeah. He's managed to pull back. He's got 2 artifacts, which is actually great. So I actually quite like his position. He has enough time here. I mean, armored assaults are great, and they have defended the attack, and they were able to put on some pressure, but they will not be able to do anything more for some time because they ain't fast. So now Descara can just concrete his lead, solidify his position on the board, whilst NoFun can sort of pivot and try to come back with a different composition.
Yeah, and I think NoFun is going to be behind an eco here, but it's still worth it to just try and get stabilized, right? The other option you had, of course, would have been to just continue the attack, and actually I think that would not have been a terrible option. But if he goes back for eco, he really has to focus on it, and he did, so I like this from NoFun.
Okay, yeah, me too. Although I'm a bit worried, because now we've got 3 armored assaults rolling in, and actually not a lot here?
Well, I think he'll be fine on the defense. What I'm more worried about is the air from Descara, which you do see being built, but NoFun's got a good read on that too, and he has missile ship fab on the way now, so... I don't know. This is pretty smooth from him. I think he's doing just fine.
Yeah,
One
okay,
LAV
cool.
gonna pop into the second base, just kind of get eyes on the situation.
Oh, wow,
Is he on eco? Yes, he is. So that tells Descara everything he needed to know. And missile ship tech starting up here, but NoFun obviously really wants to be making a missile ship as well, or railgun tech. Sorry, starting.
Yeah. Oh, actually, he cancels it. Huh.
Okay, here we go. So
was he
missile ship
cap?
is on the way.
No, he wasn't.
Oh yeah, he
Right,
did
okay,
cancel
cool,
rail
yeah.
fab. I guess he canceled it to get the missile ship out faster. But that's
Yeah,
that's
he
wise.
did, and that
That's
is
what he
important.
needs.
Yeah, that's the right choice, yeah.
So two
Wow, even
PCs
so,
on
these
top of
strike
each
fighters
other.
are going to get a salvo off.
It's true. Two PCs on top of each other though, they're gonna hold the second base just fine. And then if the missile ship goes to the main base, there's also a base runner there, so I think he's safe. But of course, the other thing you got to note about air is that this is going to be free field control for Descara, basically like for
That
the
is
foreseeable
6 strike
future.
fighters.
Yeah. Missile ship really wants to be on the main base right now, but it's going to do a barrage. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. So we
Come
got
the
two
strike
missile
fighters.
ships? Yeah.
Strike fighters weren't really able to do anything though. They're just hitting on this base runner for now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what the base runner wants, really.
Yes, definitely. Looks like they do pick off a salvager now, but if they go in again, they're going to start taking some losses. What?
Yeah,
they
did you
got
get one?
out? Look at that.
Yeah,
No
no.
way.
Very nice.
Descara
What
and
does
his
the
freaking
radar
air
guided
mine throw, right?
upgrade missile thing do? What does the radar guided missiles do now?
I think they.
Is it just increased range?
I think yeah, it's increased range, but I think the turret also rotates faster, which can be kind of nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the base runner goes down. That's really unfortunate for NoFun.
Yeah. That is, yeah. It's the lack of mining that's really crushing, though.
Yes, definitely.
And armored assaults are so slow to go down
Yeah.
unless you have railguns. So this is a lot of mining time that's being lost.
Oh, look at that.
Now Descara is opening up the third rack. So he's
Close
up to 3
range
mining
Conf missile.
locations.
It's nice. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely on NoFun now to try and get back into this, because he's definitely behind here. Not by too much. Like, he held off the air attack decently well. He only lost 2 salvagers, but a lot of mining time was taken out there.
How about this for a plan? You send out your missile ships into mid to cover... Ah, no, he lost the base runner. I forgot that. Okay. I was going to say to try and cover a base runner and put on artifact pressure and like force Descara to try and care about these artifacts that you're extracting and like take missile hits onto his strike fighters. Because he's got no other way of stopping you getting artifacts out right now. Like, he just has nothing fast. But
Yeah,
he
I mean,
lost
it's
the
not a
base
bad
runner,
idea,
so that's
but
not good. I was going to say,
gonna be
you build
tough,
another
though.
base runner and try and get 2 out, and then it's like Descara kind of has to do something at that point.
Actually, look at this. Descara is having that idea. He's got 3 base runners on the field right now. He doesn't really have any
sure,
control,
well, when you've got
but
map control.
he'll get it soon, right? Because he's about to have
Look
like
at
a
the scouting for
come out.
Descara. He sends a probe down each flank. He just sees everything right now. This is the kind of sensor network coverage I love to see. Just a nice concave of fast-moving, high-coverage units around your opponent's positions. Lovely.
He is losing strike fighters here, though. Whoa,
Yep.
this AV is going to space. Holy moly, is that happening on
This
his
is a
screen too?
precarious position for NoFun, though. He's okay for now, but as soon as there's like 1 railgun, he kind of loses all the stuff in mid, so that's a problem. Railgun tech is not on the way, though, so I guess it's not a problem.
Man, an AV just jumped like 2 kilometers into the air on my
Whoa.
screen.
He's coming in so hard. No
Yeah.
fun. What are we doing?
I mean, like, it looks fine for him right now, but that's because he doesn't know about the assault cruiser on the way. Yeah, this is not...
Right, I mean, whenever you see a coalition carrier, you know it's just about to drop out a load of units, because that's all it does all game, so it's never
Yeah.
alone.
Salvage Space Program 2, AV Boongaloo. I like it. Isn't it Boogaloo, though? I can't remember the word. oh, shoot, what happened? Over on the main base, actually, Descara killed like 4 salvagers. Did you see that? Ooh. Oh wait, no, he didn't. They just pulled off the line. Okay, phew.
Yeah, I thought that they pulled away. Okay, cool.
I was gonna say, like, that is terrible damage, but no.
Okay, so we are going for artifact pressure. We did rebuild. NoFun did rebuild the base runner. I like this a lot.
I do
His
too.
units are getting heavily flustered through mid, though. He has to keep falling back to the north.
Does he have rail
Also-
fab now? It's on the way.
Yeah. NoFun does, yeah.
I mean, this will just be rough, because what does he do about this assault cruiser? If Descara handles badly...
You have to just build heavy rails. You have to.
Definitely.
And kite.
I mean, if Descara handles badly, he can deal with it with the missile ships, right? But I don't think Descara will. So, this is going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. And we also have salvagers being lost on that 3rd base location as well. It's
This
important
is
to note.
smart. Descara splits off 4 of the armored assaults to just shut down mining at the 3rd location, and that's just tough.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that NoFun has that he can spare to deal with that.
Just totally
So
taking
that's tough.
advantage of Galzine's split production, right? Like,
You
if you can get
know,
on top of one of the
you could
production
actually-
cruisers...
You could actually send your 4 assault ships to deal with that, because they're not lending anything meaningful over here.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't know. Whatever way you cut it, like even if they stay, this is
Also,
gonna
how
be
many
rough.
missile ships are we on here? You could actually
4, I
creep the
think.
missile ships forward to here and fire the missile barrage through the rock and onto the carrier, and that, or even try to snipe the assault carrier.
Or you could
well,
leave the game. That's a valid option as
I mean,
well.
it's not looking great. Descara is muscling in here with an insane force. Wow.
I would have liked to
Nicely
see the
played
last
by
fight,
Descara.
because it's true. Like Descara could have messed this up still, but you know, I
Yeah,
respect
Descara
the
could have
GG
bed
as
this
well.
up, and NoFun could have made a play to try and get some value out of the units he had, but I mean, I think NoFun's assessment was correct. It was over.
Yeah, I respect the GG there.
Yeah,
But there you
definitely.
go. Descara 4, NoFun 1. But I think any game you can take off Descara is definitely a sign that you are like close to the top tier, if not already in it. These
And
were
I
good
feel
games.
like all of those games, there was some back and forth. You know what I mean? Like both players
Definitely.
made meaningful decisions. There were interactions. Things could have gone better or worse for both of them. And like you can see, NoFun is learning at a rate of knots, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to see his performance in the next tournament.
For sure, for sure. He's gonna be in Group A, right? But I don't think he's gonna go, you know, I don't think he's gonna go 0 for 2 in there. I think he's gonna win some games, or 0 for 6, I guess. Even against the likes of me and A Game and Orbnet is gonna be the other guy in there. So
The likes of you, whoa, jeez. Wow.
yeah, the best DOK
I don't know,
player in
man.
the world,
You are
right?
the world's best DOK player.
Literally undefeated ever. The only times I lose is when I want to make people feel good. Enough
His
of
heart
this
is not
hubris.
bereft of charity.
Well,
Cool.